What's up guys, it's Daz here, but you don't really care, because I'm about to do a full trailer analysis on the new Super Mario Bros. U. So let's stop the chitter chatter and let's watch the Super Mario Bros. U trailer uncut. I'll see you in a bit.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Alrighty, now that that's over, let's do some analysing.
Oh yeah, Mario!
Oh no, I interrupted your only line. Anyway, what I was going to say here is, when you go AFK in Super Mario Bros. U, the character will actually stare at the screen and look into your soul.
Mario time!
Here is the first level in the game. However, it's not the very beginning, because if you look at the timer, it's at 281, and usually it starts at about 400, well, according to the first Mario game. And I can tell that this is the first, also, because Mario only has 5 lives, like, that's the default you get, and he hasn't earned any 1-ups yet. And we'll see the beginning of this level later. Also, check out the background. There's like a massive icy crystallized slanted mountain in the background. This is probably foreshadowing a future level. And also, look to the left. There's some sort of squirrel thingy. Well, it's been cut in half. We'll see him later. And when I say later in the video, I mean now. Here are at least 3 flying squirrels, and they're up in the sky and they're just floating side to side. And Mario and Luigi are joining them with their new flying squirrel power-up, which they somehow get from an acorn. I don't really get how that works, but then again, I guess it's just Nintendo logic, isn't it? Also, I think this is like the level after the level we just saw before, if that makes sense. Because, like, maybe you go up the mountain and then into the sky and then you come back down. Oh yeah, and by the way, Ouija sparkles! Ooh, the flying squirrel thing can also hold on to walls, so maybe, I don't know how that's going to make any difference, but hey, they can. And here's a new scene for you guys. It's like a foresty jungle-like thing where everything's giant. You've got giant brick blocks, giant Koopas, giant Goombas. And actually, I thought this was going to be the beginning of the first scene we saw, because at the beginning you saw the massive acorn tree, and maybe that was the end of the jungle. But back then he had 5 lives, and now he's getting a bunch of 1-ups, so now I'm starting to think back on that now, but maybe like that was just a different save file, so we'll go with that, right? And the timer's back and the points have gone back a bit, so maybe it is like the first part of that level, but we'll see when the game comes out. And now we're underwater, and I'm not certain about this, but I think this could be World 2, but you know, I don't know why, but when you look at the background, it looks gorgeous, by the way, but somehow it still reminds me of like the crystally mountain background. So maybe like what you do is you climb up the mountain and you fly down like you saw before, and then you land into the water or something like that. It's like the whole of the falling bit was just like a massive dive, in if you can think about it like that. Although this is 4 players, this is like a new game, but if you look at the timer, it's pretty close to 400, so this must be like the beginning of a new level at least. So yeah. Also, if you look on the left, there's a new enemy. It's a massive like white eel. There isn't actually a name for it yet, so I'm just going to call it White Eel with Fiery Face, because it's getting fired in its face. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all we can see from this scene. It's just more underwater levels, because I know everybody loves those. Sarcasm. Go, Ouija! And here we have a new mechanic. Well, actually, it's not a new mechanic. It's actually quite old, actually, because these baby Yoshis, even though you only see one at the moment, they were actually from Super Mario World. And what would happen is you could hold them and like they'd eat 5 enemies and grow into a full-grown Yoshi. Now, before I move on, I gotta say, at the moment they're in the sky. You can probably tell. So this is probably after the mountain, after you've done some climbing. And also, look at the Goombas. They're not the same Goombas that you know and love. And I don't know what they are. They haven't been classified as having an actual name yet, but they seem to have like a secret species of Goomba. And yeah, but I do think this is in the same like world, place, location as the first scene, because you can see flowers and they dance, even though it's a picture at the moment, but they do dance, and that's how you can tell it's the same world. It's the same with the in the forest as well. There was a flower on the left that was dancing. So yeah, maybe it is all connected, but there was no dancing flowers underwater, but we'll see. Anyway, on to the topic I was talking about just now. The baby Yoshis, they used to grow as they ate enemies in Super Mario World. But they don't do that in this game, but we will see what they can do right about now. The magenta baby Yoshis can fly! Although they don't actually fly, they sort of inflate their bodies and then float momentarily, and you can shake the controller and then you can get an extra twist and a flip and whatever. I don't actually think that's magenta. Cause my colourblindness says that it's reddy pink, but hey, I'll just go with magenta because that's what everyone else seems to call it. Now, there are other baby Yoshis available, and we will see those right now. Here is the second type of baby Yoshi. They are blue. We'll find out what they do now. Bubbles! Yes, the blue baby Yoshis will burst out bubbles, I guess, and then turn any enemies it captures into coins. All baby Yoshis can still eat enemies, but they will not grow, as shown here. The Hammer Bros are back, and they actually throw hammers now and stand still and don't go on clouds and all this jibble jabber. Anyway, that's enough of that tiny little moment of enemy recognition. Let's move on. No, Ouija, no! Here we can see that the boos are now circling Mario in a circle formation, which we haven't seen in quite a few games. And also, look at the background. This just doesn't make sense. It looks like it's been painted, like one of those paintings, like the one with the screamer person on the boat, you know, the... yeah, that one. And, so I'm not sure why this is here. And also, if you look on the right, Bowser's there. Why is he there? Is this like the last battle or something? And when I first saw this, the first thing that came to my mind was Mario 64. You know how you used to jump into the paintings and then go and it would take you to a new level. So maybe they brought that back somehow. Or maybe, I'm not sure really. Can you imagine that? Like maybe the final boss battle, if this is even the last level, or some sort of haunted castle, is like in a painting. That's like the whole theme for this whole level. But I don't know for certain, and this has really confused me, so I think we should move on to the next scene. Wow, just look at this place, it's so amazing. You got the stars and the massive stars, which should really be impossible, and as you go through the level, the stars actually move like away and show new constellations as you go along, so it's like a new experience. And also, look at the enemies at the bottom, they're like mini piranha plants. They have been in the Super Mario games before, and they're called the Munchies, or Munchers, something like that, I think, yeah. So, that's good that they come back, I guess. So, there's not really much else to say, except, oh, it's so beautiful. Anyway, and now we're back in the massive giant world of the jungle, and if you look on the right, as I said before, there's that dancing flower, and when you hit the Koopa Troopa here, it bashes through all the bricks and gets loads and loads of coins, so that's always good, because it seems like coins aren't as important as they are in Super Mario Bros. 2, but, well, they're not really that important in general, but it's good to know that you can find places like this where you can actually get loads of coins again. Anyway, let's continue. Finally, we found the third missing baby Yoshi, and this one is yellow, and it seems to have the same effect as Bulb Yoshi from Mario Galaxy 2. And when you shake the controller in this game, your character will spin around with the baby Yoshi, and then they will glow brighter, as you can see the Toads doing now. But I assume this will probably be just a temporary thing, but it will help you get through dark levels like this, because basically the only light you can see is the light coming off the Yoshis. And through this light you can also see an enemy which always seems to be in the Mario series, the Fire Snake, though there isn't really much to say about it, really. So let's move on. Actually, no, let's not move on, because there's something I forgot to mention which I think needs saying. You see here that if you shake the controller, the Toad will do like a spin thing to make the Yoshi glow more, but also, maybe you can use this on enemies to like do a spin attack down like you did in Super Mario Bros. 2, I think. So like, maybe, even though it doesn't happen here because the Yoshi eats the Koopa in time, but maybe it makes a more powerful jump attack, which could be like twice as damaging, or we'll see. But it's just a thought that came to my mind last second. Here we can see a little bit of boost mode, which is basically where you have a player who gets the gamepad and they can tap on the screen and make blocks appear, or they can double tap it and make a small little coin block appear. So this could be used to annoy or help your friends, basically. And here it helps Mario get his 8 coins. Yay! And finally we get to see Mario jumping up a beanstalk, which does slowly wilt, well the leaves do, as he climbs up, like from the bottom upwards. And if you look in the background, it does still seem crystallized, so maybe they're at the top of the mountain or they're about to go up it, so maybe that's where it leads, but we don't know. Anyway. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. You always know if I start singing. That was sarcasm, I probably won't do that again. So, yeah, if you like this video, like it. If you think it was the best trailer analysis ever in the world, then why don't you favourite it? Or send a comment at the bottom saying, hi, smiley face with colon D. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'll probably reply back with a colon D and an exclamation mark. Or you can message me if you want to talk to me about some specific topic, about Mario or Pikmin 3, because I'm going to be doing both. Do a bit of variety and all that, well, jizzle jazzle. And yeah, if you're a subscriber of mine, you might have noticed that I uploaded this 2 days earlier than I normally do, and there's a reason for that. It's my birthday today, well, the day this has been uploaded. Woo! Yeah, that was kind of sad. I'll stop now. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and now that you've been watching all this way through, that means you must at least like my voice of some kind, so for you, and only you, unless you looked at the video time length, which is kind of cheating, you get extra bonus clips. Extra stuff. Shh. From looking at this official image of the new Super Mario Bros. U game, we can see that in the middle, Mario's riding on an adult-sized green Yoshi. So if you were wondering, you know, because there used to be like 4 Yoshis and there was no green, here he is now. He's just being hidden by Nintendo, apparently. Also, from this screen, we can see that there's paratroopers, you know, Goombas with wings. No, not paratroopers, Paragoombas, sorry. Goombas with wings. And then the spiky balls, which are urchins, I guess. So, well, yeah. Not I guess, they are urchins, that's how it works. And now, Ouija. Ouija sparkles! Ouija got the red coin! Ouija can fly! Ouija got a Yoshi! No! In the stars! Jump Ouija for the win! Alright, now that that's over, I have one more thing I want to mention. Remember the magenta baby Yoshi? You know, the ones that can fly? Yes? Well, I think there's a bit of secrets and hints there. Because I see it as reddy pink. More specifically pink. In Pikmin 3, there are pink Pikmin that fly. So maybe it's like a slight little Easter egg there. You know how you have Mario and Olimar? They're like the same letters except for an L. And Louis and Luigi, you get it? So you never know. Just an interesting thought. Oh wait, there was one more thing I wanted to mention. Somewhere in this video, I hid a little message, so if you can go find that. It's pretty easy to notice, to be honest. It wasn't very subtle at all. You can probably just hear it in the background. So if you wish to find it, do that and put it in the comments, and I'll be like, yay! Except I probably won't reply to that because I'll be a bit too shy about that. But oh well, I'm gonna go now. So my name's been Daz. You didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit. Yeah.